I've always liked playing games on my laptop. You can play a wide range of games in a wide range of locations. Anyways, on this particular day, I was on a train with my girlfriend, and she was listening to a podcast while I was playing games. The game I was playing was called Legend of Heroes: Trails in the Sky. It's a lot of fun. Let me tell you about it. It's a game in a series of Japanese role-playing games where the gameplay mainly consists of walking around, pressing the talk button, a lot of reading, and fighting. Playing these games is not a life-changing experience. These aren't the pinnacle of artistic expression or of Shakespearean storytelling. They're just fun, and they made me feel good. I liked them. The first two games are really one story that follows Estelle Bright as she searches for her missing father with her adoptive brother. And you're joined by countless characters along the way as you uncover a grand government conspiracy and ancient thingies and blah 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 blah. It's a group of teenagers that end up saving the world in some way or another. The third game changes it up. You control a new main character, and there's a different story, a different structure than the previous two. You're basically trapped in a dungeon, not exploring the world on foot at all. It basically works as an epilogue for the first two games. And it's really good. In fact, I actually think it was my favorite of the three. I think you do have to play the first two to then really enjoy the third one, so there's that. And something that's a necessity for these types of games is the ability to fast forward. And the Steam versions of all three games gives that ability. So although there are a lot of fights, they take less than 5 seconds because you can just press fast forward and it's just over and bam, you win. The pace is great. The first game took me about 40 hours to beat. The second game was also about 40 hours, but the third game was a little shorter at like 30 hours. I'm generally not super into completing every single side quest, so the first two I'd say are much longer experiences if you do everything the game has to offer. In the third game, I actually did do every single side quest, but it just built differently, so it's not as tedious to do that. Yeah, and they're all available on Steam, and I would highly recommend them. And this is a part of a much larger series of over 9 games that are all interconnected with the same world and characters appearing in and out of them, and one consistent story. Yeah, I'm working on playing through all of them. I'm slow when I play games. I'll do it like a little bit at a time. So you remember how this video started? I was on a train with my girlfriend. Well, let's continue that story. We're bridging the gap between talking about the games and me on the train. We came to a stop and some people got off. Then I heard a loud crash, like somebody fell over, and then an old man yelled, "My back!" We looked at each other, and then a parade of 7 little kids, all around the same age, ran on the train and swarmed around us. And this old guy with grandma-looking glasses hobbled on following them. He was holding a little plastic bag that had a slice of cake in it. He placed the little bag on the top of his seat and yelled, "This is mine!" to everybody in the train car. He then twinged in pain and sat right across from me. And I was surrounded by 4 kids. And so this guy just proceeded to look around with this goofy smile on his face, clearly wanting to talk to people, while also then every few minutes yelling at his kids to quiet down, which they didn't do. But eventually, they all got tired. The guy fell asleep and the kids fell asleep. And that was basically it. We got off the train, never saw the guy again. Or that was too much chaos. But ever since then, me and my girlfriend have had a running joke of just yelling, "My back!" at random times. She'll just be reaching for something on a shelf and then yell, "My back!" And we'll also say, "This is mine!" when we're holding random things or putting things down. So yeah, now you are in on the joke. So have fun with that. Okay, bye.